Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, you're welcome. My name is Vivian, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about the very first things you need upon arriving in the UK as a student. Before I start, can you please hit that subscribe button if you haven't subscribed already to my channel, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you very much for coming by. Okay guys, so let's continue. Number one is your airport pickup, if you have already made arrangement for that. So as soon as you arrive into the UK, look out for the person you have arranged to pick you up. Some people do arrange for their university to pick them up. Normally you see them at the airport with your name written on a card looking for you, so look out for them. And if you have not made an arrangement for a pickup, then you need to look for a way to get to your destination. Okay, it is very easy if you live in London because there's a map. Okay, so you can easily get that map from the airport or the nearest train station. All right, number two is you need to get a SIM card, because one, you will need to make some calls, maybe to your family or friends, to let them know that you have arrived into the UK successfully. And apart from that, you will see the reason why you need a SIM card very soon. So continue to listen to this video. Okay, number three is you need to find your bus or train or walking route to your place of study. Okay, for example, if you're living off campus, you need to look for the bus route that goes to your university or the particular train line that goes to your university. Okay, so this is very important. But if you are living in the university accommodation, it's usually within the university, so you may not need to do much other than to go and look for your department or your classrooms. Okay, number four, you need to do your registration at the university. This is very important. Anything you want to do in the university, you must first be registered. Okay, sometimes it's easier to do this online, but I think your very first registration, you have to go to the student center at your university and register. Number five is, as soon as you finish registering yourself at the university, you need to get your student ID card. Okay, this is very, very, very important. I cannot emphasize enough how important your student ID card is. Number one, your student ID card enables you to enjoy the many facilities offered by your university. For example, using the university library, you need your student ID card to use the university library, because most universities, if not all in the UK, have this access system where you tap in your ID card and it lets you pass through the gate into the library. Also, when you're using the library facility, like you want to print, you want to scan something, you will need to top up your account. Okay, and to do this, you may also need your university ID card, because you have your student number on your student ID card. Okay, but before you get your student ID card, which was a step I skipped, you need to make sure that your student email is already set to go, and check it, because before you came in, you must have received loads of information about starting your new course. So make sure that you check your student email. All right, number six is ensure that you have your BRP card. Okay, BRP means biometric residence permit. So this is more or less like your visa, which they used to stamp on passport years back. Now you're given a card. So this is your passport in the UK. Your BRP card is what is proving your legality to stay in the UK. So get your BRP card, and you can get this on any nearest post office. Okay, and I think it's usually within the first 10 days of arriving in the UK. So make sure that you get this. Sometimes your university may arrange to get it for you because they are your tier 4 sponsor anyway. So find out this, whether they have already collected it, so that you just need to go to the international student office and get your biometric card. Okay, but if they have not collected it for you, just go to the nearest post office and collect it. Make sure that you collect this within the first 10 days of arriving in the UK. If you want to work in the UK while you study, you need your BRP to work. And this is where they specify your working limit. For example, majority of the student visas have a 20-hour per week working limit. So with your card, you'll be able to see that 20 hours per week working limit, okay? And your would-be employer will need this BRP card in order for you to be able to work for them, all right? Number 7 is you need an introductory letter from your university. So I would advise you that as soon as you do your registration, get your ID card. Next is that you should ask for an introductory letter to the bank. Getting a bank account in the UK is very, very important, okay? So you need a letter from the university to introduce you to the bank that you are their student and you have just coming into the UK, that you will need a bank account. Getting a bank account in the UK is completely free. What they will require is they need that letter, that introductory letter, okay, from your university. They will need an email address, a contact number. Remember, I told you at the beginning that you need a SIM card. So when you're opening a bank account, they need you to put a contact number and an email address. They will also ask for your home address. So depending on where you are living, whether you are living off campus or you are living at the university premises, you need this address to be able to get a bank account in the UK. And getting a bank account, again, is very important because if you want to work while you are in the UK, this is where your wages or salary will be paid into. So you need a bank account for a lot of things. Now that you may not have had a bank account in your home country, but it may not function well here. And as soon as you arrive, some people do have a little cash at hand. You can just deposit this into your new bank account and start using it once it's open. All right, so the last thing I'm going to talk about in this video is get your accommodation sorted out. If you plan to live with family or friends for a few days upon arriving in the UK, get your accommodation or where you'll be staying for the rest of the duration of your course sorted out before you start your course. All right, so in getting your accommodation, this depends on you. Some people may prefer the university accommodation to off-camp accommodation. They both have their pros and cons. The university accommodation usually have cleaners and internet all set up, although these are already included in your bills, but you have cleaners who come in to clean the accommodation probably every day or every other day. So this is one of the advantages of living in the university accommodation. However, if you're living off campus, you may be sharing with other people. So make sure that you know the kind of people you'll be sharing with, because you'll be sharing a lot of things like the toilet facility, the kitchen, and a lot more things. And you need to also share how to clean. Okay, make sure that you check out how far the place is from your university. This is for people that plan to live off campus. And you can easily get accommodation, by the way, using Spare Room, Gumtree, or Zoopla, Rightmove. There are so many of them, and getting accommodation in the UK is easy. All you need to do is just go on these sites and check out the type of accommodation you will need. If you've come in with dependents, you usually will stay off campus because universities will not allow you to stay in the accommodation with your children, for example, and your family members, because you'll be sharing the accommodation with other students. So make sure that you know your flatmates, and in the case of renting outside, make sure that you know your neighbors or your flatmates as well. All right, the key difference between the university accommodation and off campus is that the university accommodation is usually more expensive. So if you have a lean pocket, get the off-campus accommodation. But get ready to be cleaning the place, as well as all the other dramas that come with people that live together as housemates. Okay, so if you found this video helpful, please like and share with a friend. Also, turn on that notification bell icon so that when I release a new video, you'll be the first person to get it. And most importantly, please subscribe to my channel, please. All right, subscribe, it's free. Okay, thank you very much and have a lovely day. Bye.